Hello and welcome back to the Ultra HD Gamer, and this is an unboxing video of this Cessna 182 RC airplane. I got it about a year ago and it was like 50 bucks or something. Usually it's between 35 and 60 bucks. It really depends on which retailer you get it from and when. This is made in China, of course, and it's just some no-name. It has a 500 millimeter wingspan. It is 393 millimeters long and is 132 millimeters tall. So I'm going to open it up. Well, actually, I'll just show you the box. So this is the radio controller. It's kind of flimsy, but I mean, it's a cheap RC airplane. It's really a trainer so that you can kind of learn to fly an RC plane before you get something more expensive or build one, which is what I plan to do once I learn how to fly RC planes, which I haven't really done. It has 3 motors and a 500 milliamp hour 3.7 volt battery, and it is, I assume, 58 grams in weight. And you have to throw the RC plane to launch it, make it fly. You have to actually throw it into the wind because it can't really take off by itself, which kind of makes sense. And you can just read all of this. It's basically a ready-to-fly RC airplane where you just need to add batteries to the controller and kind of put the wing on and the battery on, opening this one-handed. Let's see, hopefully I can get this. Sorry for me moving the camera. I have opened this before, but just to see if stuff works. So inside the box you have a controller, well, not a controller, a manual for the RC plane, the controller, the plane itself. Well, the wing is not on the plane, but yeah, the main body of the plane right here, and the wing and the propeller. So yeah, I'm gonna take the wing off, or out of the box. Just a little styrofoam wing. This is a styrofoam plane, nothing too special. So as you can see in here, there are 2 servos connected to a wire where you kind of have a rudder. This is the rudder right here, and then I forgot what these are called. An elevator. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And that's the controller, like the microcontroller that the servos and the antenna is on, and then those wires go to the motor, I think. You have this bag of goodies in here with the battery, the charger, landing gear, which I honestly wouldn't put on because, I mean, you don't really need it. It's kind of extra weight. Screwdriver, which is kind of nice. An extra propeller, which is always useful if you crash and you break the propeller. My bad. Next up, you have the controller. I stuck batteries in it because I actually plan on flying it pretty soon. I've flown one of these before, and it's actually a half-decent airplane to fly for someone who's never flown an airplane before. It's relatively easy to control. Well, easier than, say, other planes because it's slower and, well, it's simple. But then crashed it, which is kind of unfortunate. I shouldn't really be talking about flying it since I crashed the plane and I had to return it. So yeah, you'd put the wing on like this. Let's get the camera to focus because it lost focus. So you'd put the wing on like this and then screw it on with the screw. you would unscrew this screw right here to put the battery in, and remove this thingy, and then you'd be set. The remote controller is pretty cool. That's just why I put the batteries in too, to show you what the controller can do. So you have to just turn that up a few times and it'll stop beeping. But as you can see, there's a little LCD panel that shows what's going on in the plane, like shows information about like what's happening, like if you're how much thrust you're trying to do and which wing you're like controlling. Not wing. My bad. Which rudder you're trying to use and where you're turning. It's pretty cool. Just shows what's happening. Even has a battery status. I was trying to say status. Duh, I'm dumb. Yeah, but it's pretty neat. It's a 2.4 gigahertz controller. I mean, the controller is pretty nice, but it could be better, in my opinion. Like, they could have built it more sturdy. If you drop it, it'll probably break. So I wouldn't drop it. Like, especially these little thingies. Yeah, but overall, this is a pretty good deal, especially if you get it between 30 to 40 or 50 bucks. But, I mean, I wouldn't really pay more than 50. And I did pay 50 for it. So, yeah. Now, the plane, overall, feels like it could withstand a crash. What broke when I crashed the plane, that I don't have anymore, was the motor. Like, the motor kind of fell out. Nothing really broke, like, in terms of the whole frame itself. But then again, this thing doesn't really go that fast. And it did hit concrete, which is rather impressive for a little cheap plane like this. And it means that it will kind of teach you how to fly, and it can withstand a couple of crashes before going bonk and becoming spare parts for the next RC plane you get. So I guess this is a very good first RC plane for children and adults alike, since it has relatively simple controls, but it at least has a rudder and elevator and a single motor. Well, not a single motor, a single propeller with 3 motors. And yeah, it's basically the standard RC plane. It's not like those RC planes with 2 motors that use, I forgot, differential thrust to turn and don't have elevators. Those are like cheap toys. This is still a toy, but I mean, it's a pretty nice toy, and it can teach you how to fly RC planes so that when you start flying hobbyist equipment, you don't really crash it immediately and get sad because you kind of destroyed a $1,000 plane because of your own inexperience, which hopefully never happens to me, and is kind of why I bought this, because I need a cheap plane to learn that I will crash, most likely, and destroy, but it won't really matter. As you can see on the box, teach yourself to fly. That's kind of the whole point of this RC plane, a 3-channel Cessna. But yeah, I'm rambling now. If you like this video, you can like it. If you dislike it, you can dislike it. You can subscribe if you want to. This is just a quick unboxing and overview of this Cessna 182 remote control airplane that I got. Comes with all of this good stuff. Let's just align it decently. But yeah, please like this video and subscribe if you want to. And thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.